Hello, hello, how are you? Make sure I am streaming live on all the social medias before we get started in today's training. And let's let the social media gurus, algorithms, catch up with what is going on and get everybody notified that I'm going live. So let me make sure I am live where I need to be. And then we'll get started with today's training. Perfect. Let me tag some folks. I think we are good there. Let me get into Restream. Let me see where I can see the chats. Perfect. All right. So, hello. Welcome to my Facebook group, my channel, my social media accounts. Madam Z here, your spiritual business success and confidence coach, where I teach empowered women to be more confident and to create wealth in their spiritual business, all through ease and flow. So, welcome everyone. I don't know if I can invite people in or not. Not with that one, I don't think. So, let's see where we are at with comments. So, today we are going to be talking about 5 ways to increase your confidence in spiritual business. So, before we get started, how many of you here are not so much struggling? We got 4 people watching. So in the comments, let me know where you're watching from. If you are watching the replay, go ahead and let me know that you are going to catch the replay later on because you're hella busy in your business, making money, seeing clients, doing magic. So my expertise, I have been witching for a long time, and I want to tell you about a little bit about my background because I have a lot of new people in my container and in my energy. So today, I wanted to really kind of reintroduce myself. I am a spiritual life coach, and also I teach business to spiritual leaders and people who have spiritual practices, all through magic, money, and mindset. I have been a witch for many, many years. And I left Christianity, started off teaching witchcraft, basically, pretty much. And that was my go to thing, is empowering women through occult, through magic, through rituals, through esoteric studies. And I taught them and mentored them how to become a more powerful person, all through magic. So, interesting enough, though, a lot of my clients were like, can you tell me and teach me how to create my spiritual business, how to be successful in my spiritual business? So now I teach women who have a spiritual practice and who want to level up and create wealth and to create confidence in their spiritual business with my pillars: money, mindset, and magic. A lot of spiritual leaders, spiritual entrepreneurs, forget about the magic type. They forget about what to do around your client work when you are creating your offers. Are you doing any kind of magic, any kind of rituals? And a lot of times they forget to do that. So, in order for me to be successful, when I am launching, when I am creating a new project, um, a new session, a new package, a new, whatever that is. Hello there. Thanks for joining me. Let me wave to you. Um, they actually forget to do that. They forget to do their spell work. They forget to call in their energy. Forget to do the universal law, the universal language. They forget to create the magic around that. Um, so that is what I am doing. I've created a successful spiritual business through my money, magic, and mindset pillars. And that's what I teach. So right now I'm just drinking water. Kind of boring today, right? Nothing too exciting. If you're drinking something magical or something delicious, let me know, because the channel is all about wealth and confidence and um, luxury as far as fine dining. It's like yesterday I posted on my personal page that, hey, hey, go ahead and get the fine china out, eat off of your beautiful plates, your crystal glasses, and just treat yourself, because that's what we are here to be on the earth, is this, just to enjoy life, right? You deserve it. So let's go ahead and jump in today's training, which is 5 ways to increase confidence in your spiritual business. Now, a lot of my clients suffer from being more confident in their spiritual practice, being the image of their brand, right? Being the forefront, being seen, going live, going to I want to say paranormal because paranormal is on my mind. Spiritual events, expos, doing talks, doing workshops. They have fear of being confident and fear of being seen. So I'm going to give you 5 ways. Is anybody here suffering or feel like, man, I need more confidence in my business? I feel like I'm not confident enough to go live, to do a workshop, to actually, you know, go in front of people and talk about their story, talk about what services they offer. Um, so we are suffering sometimes within ourselves, and females especially, about being confident, about being seen, and about being heard. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Um, so let's go ahead and jump into today's training. And I would like to know if you guys are struggling with self-confidence. So the number one thing that I recommend and I tell all my clients to do is to stay in your lane and to stop the comparison of what other people are doing. All right. Because that is going to give you a kind of a benchmark of what you should be doing. And when you're not doing exactly what other people are doing in their business, you're going to feel really bad about yourself. And we have to remember that their journey is their journey, their experiences are their experiences, including karmic lessons, past life lessons, your soul track, right? Your soul purpose. Their path is completely different than yours. So you cannot compare where you are at to where they are at. They may have had been in business way longer than you have. Maybe they have different spiritual guides than you have. Maybe they have different life lessons to learn than you do. So once you stop comparing yourself to others and to what other people are creating, what other people are doing in their life, would I say keep your blinders on, be focused on what you're doing, stay in your lane. And I always say minding your business is fucking free, right? You have a job to do on this earth. You have to create your spiritual business. You have goals you need to do. And you being distracted by looking at what other people are doing in their business, it's going to take away the self-confidence from you and where you think you should be in your life. And that's going to bring up a lot of trauma and stuff that maybe you haven't dealt with, or new trauma that maybe you stifled down or you haven't dealt with, right? Um, so make sure that you stay in your lane. You keep super focused on what your goals are for that day, for that week, for that month. And don't worry about what other people are doing. It's none of your business, right? Your business is to be true to yourself, be authentic to yourself, create energy around the people you want to call in as your clients, and build that confident brand around who you are, what you do, your expertise, and your energy. And so she said, absolutely still trying to overcome fear and trying to manifest my truest, happiest self. I love that. All that you are talking about is everything I need today. LOL. Oh, thank you. So we're going to pull some cards later on too. So I hope this resonates with some people. I know it resonated for me when I started my spiritual practice. I compared myself to other people and where they were. in their business and where I think I should be in my business. And I had to completely disengage. I had to completely like focus and then, not even worry about what other people are doing or what other people are creating. So stay in your lane and stop comparing yourself to other people, because that's going to be the death of you. That's going to be the death of your confidence. So today, stop doing that. And these are tips that you can do today, right now, that will create confidence in your spiritual business today. So, number 2, your self worth comes from within and not others. And this is hard, especially for people who are in to have their own spiritual practice, because we want to see our clients get the transformation, get the healing, and the confidence from how they are feeling, right? But we have to understand that your social media audience, your one-on-one clients are going to be the one that's going to be doing a lot of work with you. Your Facebook group, right? They are not going to be the ones who give you your self-worth. And I went through this. I got burned out on my Facebook group because I showed up in that Facebook group and gave that Facebook group my all, and I wasn't getting back the things that I was putting into it. That validation, I was looking for that validation from other people. And I had to stop that. I had to retrain my brain and retrain my confidence. And why am I looking for my Facebook group for, people I don't even know for validation? It's that metrics that we're looking for, right? How many likes, how many shares, how many comments. People are busy and you are at the mercy of the algorithms, right? Of Facebook, social media kind of thing. So, and not just social media, looking for others, right? I quit corporate America a long time ago, so I don't have to have the approval of others. And that always pissed me off when we had to do our yearly review, because I'm like, who are you to tell me what I'm worth and what I'm not worth, right? And they always had to find one thing that you couldn't get a 10 on stuff, right? Because there's no room. This is the biggest thing they used to say. Well, I want to give you 10, but I can't give you 10 because it goes against policy, because that means that there's no room for improvement, and there's always room for improvement. What the fuck is that about? So, yeah. Don't look from self-worth from others, from spouses, from friends, from family, social media, whatever that is. You have to find your self-confidence, your self-worth within and who you are. Know your worth, know your confidence, know that you are put on this earth to do good, to heal, right? Other people and yourself. Okay. Number 3, give permission to fuck it up, to screw it up, to fumble, to make errors, to not complete sentences, to do when I'm writing, I'm a horrible writer, right? I write like I talk, which is not really proper anymore. So I make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have tech issues if you have an online business. You're going to have technical difficulties if you're standing on the stage speaking. Your mic's going to go out. The monitor's going to go out. You're going to forget the notes, kind of thing. You're going to forget the speeches. You're going to forget your lines. You're going to forget, you're at the mercy kind of technology, but really not, because you have to give yourself permission to be part of the experience, right? To be part of all the screw ups that you do. If you didn't mess up, if you didn't like mess things up, screw things up, then you wouldn't be where you are now. You wouldn't have any lessons to learn. You wouldn't have any growth experiences whatsoever. You wouldn't have any memories. You wouldn't have any like, man, I screwed that up, but look how far I've come, have overcame that, right? Hello. Hello, Hollis. I'm gonna wave at him. And so you have to give yourself permission to laugh, to have fun, to screw up, to be like, yeah, I screwed that up. Oh well. I speak just kind of a different language than everybody else. I kind of make my own, words up and kind of shit, because I lived in that life of corporate America for so long where there was no room for creativity, no room for self-expression. And everything had to be in line in order for you to be successful. And I struggled with that for a long time. And the shame of like, shit, I screwed that up kind of thing. And, to me, it was like, I hope you do mess up today. I hope things kind of go wrong. And how are you going to recover from that? What is the life lesson that you're going to take away from giving yourself permission to screw up? I guarantee you, once you take away the stress of being perfect all the time, it is going to lighten your load. You're going to be more childlike. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have more lighthearted moments. You're going to be more free. You're going to feel lighter because you can't control everything. And you might as well wake up the day and say, I'm going to screw up sometime today. Who cares? I'm going to go through it. I'm going to walk through it. And I'm going to come out the other side a stronger person, more knowledgeable, more ready, right? So give yourself permission to fuck up. Give yourself permission to be that idiot, to make mistakes, to be human. Give yourself the dignity of being human, of being relatable. There's times where I put out posts with so many typing errors because I just download stuff and I don't spell check stuff. And I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, they must think I'm idiots. They must think that that I'm just a complete idiot when it comes to copywriting, that I don't proofread. Sometimes I just spit things out with the divine download and I just don't edit it, right? So go with the flow. Give yourself permission to mess it up and learn from your mistakes. Okay. Can anybody relate to that? Can anybody relate to giving yourself permission? Hey, Catherine, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Kevin said, no, our brain is faster than type. It is. And then I'll go back and it looks like I have like two sentences, two different thoughts. It's almost like I stopped one thought and then started another one, but I didn't put like any punctuation in it. And it's just weird. So I'll have an ending of one sentence, one thought, and then the beginning of another thought. And it's just insane. But I kind of go with it. I mean, if I have time to go back and proofread, I will. Or if once I put it out there, and then I have time to come back later on and edit it, I'll do that. But a lot of times we get stuck in perfectionism. And instead of doing the damn thing that we need to do, which is being visible, which is connecting with people, which is reaching out to people, which is offering stuff, we get stuck in perfectionism. And that means you spend a lot of time doing things that aren't going to make you money. Point blank, period. Catherine said, yep, I sure can. I am giving myself anxiety lately. You do. And so that's when you start coming up with anxiety about being a perfectionist, you have to just shut it down and you have to walk away. Or you have to switch your mind and say, that's it, send, and push that send button. That's it. That's all you have to do is you have to take that pressure off yourself and you have to say, fuck it, I'm sending it. I've proofread it. I've done this speech 20 gazillion times. I am not going to prepare any more than I am right now. So that's when you have to say, fuck it, I'm doing it. Screw it, I'm sending it. And, screw it, let's do it kind of thing. Right? Kathy said, I keep from overthinking everything. You have to. Overanalyzing, overthinking, and it's going to stress you out. It's going to create anxiety. And that takes away from your self-confidence. Right? So the next one is start a victory log. And this was important to me. And what I did is I do a lot of stuff digital, or you can journal, right? I started doing calligraphy, and I also got an old fountain pen because I love the old fountain pens, right? And the way it writes, and it tricks my mind for some reason. It calms me down. So I created a journal. And either you can have an electronic journal, you can have it on a Google Doc or notes or wherever you create your notes or your journal prompts, whatever it is. And every victory that I do, until I became more self-confident. I wrote down every single victory for that day. I would make a date at the top and I would just start bullet points, right? Today I went live. Today I reached out to that one person and I sent them a DM and I talked about my offer, right? Number 3, I reached out to podcast. Number 4, I signed up for that psychic fair. Number 5, I posted today. Number 6, I got a client today. Number 7, I did magic around my money, around my job, around my clients. So once you start creating your victory journal, you look back through that every single day and you see how you build confidence in your life. The thing is, like, the many things that we don't give ourselves credit for, we don't remember. And it's the small things that make the big impact. Okay? So create that victory journal, that victory log. That is going to help you a lot to remember how confident you are, how strong you are, how educated you are, how experienced you are. For example, even the smallest things, I'm not a fan of creating content and posting on social media and stuff. I'd rather just show up and teach and do what I like to do. So a lot of times I'm like, all right, today I posted on social media. Today I went live. And sometimes I don't feel like creating workbooks or creating checklists for stuff, right? And so sometimes I'm like, today I finished my checklist. Today I finished my 35-page workbook kind of thing. Today I, did a ritual around money magic, called in some clients kind of stuff. You have to give yourself victory on every single thing you do so you can go back and track and you can let, well, hell, I did a lot of really strong, confident stuff today. I didn't realize how confident I truly am in my life, right? So start a victory log. That is important. And the next one is really important also. And it's kind of old school, but that's okay. They always, it reminds me of this meme that says, dress for the job you want kind of thing, and it kind of is like that. So my last one is, well, there's a couple things. I'm going to give you a bonus. The last one is dress for the occasion. And, my parents used to say that, dress for the part you want, dress for success. That's old school saying, dress for success. But to me, it is dress for the energy you want to attract. If you're going, here's the thing, especially if you're working from home, an online business, which is what I work with a lot of spiritual practitioners who have a combination of online and in person or either or, right? Get up every single day, get dressed. I fell into that trap, and sometimes every now and then, every day I do too, right? Where I might just put PJs on and work on my computer from, hello, thanks for joining. I just want to work from home in my PJs, which is great every now and then. But for the majority, you need to get dressed. You need to do your hair, your makeup, whatever it is. Put your clothes on, and you're going to freaking work. It fixes and triggers your mindset and creates confidence, right? Another thing that I want you, and I don't mean like getting suit and tie. We're spiritual practitioners. That means putting on your talismans, putting on your crystal bracelets, your power crystals, your color magic. What color or what energy do you want to vibrate today? Do you want to work with throat chakras today? Well, then you're going to, wear blue. Do you want to work with root chakras today? You're going to wear red, right? If you want to work with your higher self today, then you're going to be working with white, right? Or wearing white. What intentions and energy are you going to be adorning yourself as you work in your spiritual practice today? So get your mandalas out, get your talismans out, get your necklaces, your bracelets, your power jewelry out. consecrate those, charge those, and put them on every single day. So you are creating and raising your energy. If you have a confidence, I love Tiger's Eye and I love Cornelian for confidence boosting. So look at what you're wearing depending on what kind of energy you want to work in for that day, right? Dress for the energy you want to raise and the vibration level. And that's different than dressing for success, although it's the same a little bit. Because we're spiritual practitioners, our dress for success is a little bit different than everybody else. We wear a lot of jewelry, we wear a lot of crystals, we wear a lot of necklaces, power amulets, talismans, that kind of thing, right? So make sure you dress and wear your adornments, your magical adornments, to boost your confidence. And a bonus, let's give yourself a bonus on this one. Hello, thanks for joining me. Glad you're here today. Then last one, which is a bonus, and a lot of people forget this, and this is why it's so important. My nose is itching today. It's cold out, right? I mean, we just got some more snow, so it's a little bit cold. You want to say your mantras or your confidence boosting affirmations. All right. Remember, we talked about spiritual practitioners or, leaders who have a spiritual business forget to do the magic around their business, their clients, their money, their marketing, right? So, and that's why they're struggling with being consistent, being confident, bringing in wealth. Wealth has many things. I want you to really think about what wealth means to you. It doesn't necessarily mean money. So I want you to really get out of the idea that wealth is associated with money. It can be, but when I speak about wealth, it's not about money. All right. So think about other ways, other terms, or what wealth means to you. That's kind of a side homework for you. So do your mantras in the morning. Do your affirmations to bring in money, to bring in wealth, to bring in prosperity. You can write those mantra sigils is another one that you can do. You write your sigils on every copy that you do. You can write your sigils on all kinds of stuff, right? To remember, you have to do your magic around to boost your confidence. All right. So I hope those worked. So let's recap before I pull some positive affirmation cards. Positive programming. I love this card, this deck. So 5 ways to build self-confidence in your spiritual business. Write these down. And in the comments, let me know which one you are planning to do today, because I'm going to hold you to it. I'm a coach that holds your feet to the fire and expect you to do the work. All right. So which are you going to do? Are you going to do all 5? That would be great if you could do all 5. Stay in your lane and stop comparing yourself to other people. Your self-worth comes from within and not from others. So stop looking for outside confirmation. Give yourself permission to fuck it up, to mess it up, to screw it up. Take that perfectionism stress out of your life. Start a victory log. Everybody should do that. That should be number 1. Yep, doing it today. Easy, right? Say your confidence boosting mantras, affirmations, and dress for the part. Right? Ooh, sorry. Ooh. Hope that worked. Hope that worked. Yeah, there we are. I'm on my Instagram with this, and it's like, what the fuck? All right, we got it. So let's recap again. For the people who I interrupted with my live. People call me and I'm like, stop calling me. Y'all know I'm doing my live at 3 o'clock, 3:30. Stop it. So stay in your lane. Your self-worth comes from within. Give yourself permission to mess it up. Start a victory love. Say your confidence boosting mantras, affirmations, and dress for the vibration you want to bring into your life. So let's go ahead and pull our positive reprogramming card today. I love this little deck. And I have surprise. I can't tell y'all though. I have stuff in the works that I'm working on. So you want to stay tuned for that. Kevin says, yes, I do both every day. Yay, Catherine's already on it. So let's look at, I'm offering readings by donations today. Perfect. Get all your stuff together for donations, heart-centered offerings, all of your PayPal stuff, all of your Cash Apps, every single way. And I talk about this, what every practitioner should have in place to take forms of payments. You should never, ever leave any kind of cash on the table, or you should never walk away with, oh, I don't take that form of payment. You have every single form of payment available to make that transaction easy. All right, so let's see what our affirmations are today. I hate these extra cards. I just really need to just throw those extra cards away. They're like jokers. Okay, let's see. All right. Here's one. Oh, okay. We've got two. We've got two of them. Two. So let's talk about two. All right. So I am open to forgiving myself for blank, right? And I want you to fill in this blank. I'm open to forgiving myself for blank, even if I am not totally there yet. Okay. So write in the comments. Write in the comments what you're open to forgive yourself for, even if you're not totally there yet. All right. And the next one, giving myself anxiety. Yeah. I honor how challenging this has been for me. This is, hits home to a lot of people, especially spiritual people who really want to charge their worth, right? Being more confident in their business, being the face of their business, right? And it's hard, it's challenging for all of us to be seen, especially for women who are taught not to be seen, right? So I honor how challenging this has been for me. I honor how I have learned blank and blank. So fill in the blanks. I honor how challenging this has been for me. I honor how I have learned blank and blank. Perfect. So I have a couple spots open for one-on-one. Let me do this. My spiritual business consultation. One-on-one calls. So let me drop that in the comments for everyone. Perfect. Awesome. So go ahead and click that link if you're ready to create your spiritual business. That I can take my time with test. Yes, I love that one. Okay. So remember those top 5 things that we talked about? Leave me in the comments what you're going to work on today. I don't care if it's one, pick one. The easiest one is journal. Start your victory journal, right? I love that one for us. And remind yourself how powerful and confident you truly are. You would be surprised how you're living your confident life. You just have to be reminded how badass you are. All right, click that link in the comment if you want to schedule your soulpreneur business call. We'll talk about that for about 30 minutes, where you're at, where you want to go, your goals, what your blocks are. And I have a couple of openings for that. So let's do this shit. It's 2023. It's the end of January. Reevaluate what you wanted to do on January 1st versus where you are today and how I can help you with that goal. All right, everybody, witch on, and we will see you next time for the weekly training. All right, everyone.